Hello, Keller Class. We're going to be thinking today in our read about rules and agreements that people make to keep those rules. You learnt in the last lesson all about Noah and the ark, and we're going to look at how the rules that God gave Noah help to keep our world a safe and lovely place to be. I want to share a PowerPoint with you now. Okay, so we're going to go through this PowerPoint and we'll talk about what we have rules for. So why do we have rules? And what would it be like if we didn't have those rules? In school, at the swimming pool, on the roads, and when we're playing football. If we didn't have rules to follow, what would happen? Rules are everywhere in our society. Think about the places where you go. School, there are rules. Home, there are rules. Clubs, train stations, roads, and shops. Are the rules in those places the same, or are they different? And why do you think we maybe need different rules on a road that we need at home? What's the purpose of those rules? Let's have a think. So why do we have rules? We all have rights, so that means everybody has a right to be heard and to be kept safe. We all have the right to be treated fairly. We all have the right to be safe, so that's thinking about roads and things. We all have the right to learn, thinking about our rules in school. We all have the right to be heard, and rules help us live as part of society. And rules and laws keep us safe and help ensure our rights. Why are rules important? Some rules, such as those at school, are informal. We're expected to follow them, and there might be a minor consequence if we don't. So we maybe have to have a chat, we might have to write a letter of apology, we might miss a playtime. More important rules are called laws, and if we break them, there may be more serious consequences, such as being made to pay a fine or be arrested. And most rules are to keep people safe, and that's a really important thing to think about, Keller Class. Why are rules so important? They can be for anyone. Adults at work have to follow certain rules to make sure they do the job properly and that they're kept safe. Drivers have lots of rules they need to learn before they can go on the road. That's to keep themselves in the car safe, and pedestrians, that means people who are walking on pavements, crossing the road, and other car drivers safe too. Children have rules to follow at home and at school and elsewhere to keep themselves safe and other people. These rules teach children the difference between right and wrong and how their actions can affect other people. So in our RE lessons last term, we learned about the 10 Commandments, and here are the 10 Commandments that were given from God. So it was have no other God but God. Don't worship statues. Be careful with God's name. Keep the Sabbath day special. Honor your father and mother. Do not murder. Keep your marriage promises. Do not steal. Do not lie. And do not covet. Covet means when you look at something somebody else has got and you would like it. At the end of the flood, when Noah and his family were in safety, God gave some rules to Noah, and we're going to think about those. So he said to Noah, go and have many children, grow in number and fill the earth. He said, every animal on earth and every bird in the sky will respect and fear you. So will every animal that crawls on the ground and every fish in the sea respect and fear you. I have given them to you. Everything that moves, everything that is alive is yours for food. Earlier, I gave you the green plants. So that's when he's thinking about creation and Adam and Eve. And now I will give you everything for food. Another rule was, but you must not eat blood. You must not eat meat, that still has blood in it. because blood gives life. And then the final rule was whoever kills a human being will be killed by a human being. This is because God made humans in his own image. So those were the rules that God gave Noah a long, long time ago. And with those rules, they made a pact, an agreement. God made an agreement with Noah in that he said, if you keep these rules, I will make a promise to you. Then God said to Noah and his sons, now I am making my agreement with you and your people who will live after you. I make my agreement with every living thing on earth. I will never again destroy all living things by flood waters. This is the sign. I am putting my rainbow in the clouds. It is the sign of an agreement between me and the earth. When I bring clouds over the earth, a rainbow appears in the clouds. Then I will remember my agreement. It is between me and you and every living thing. Flood waters will never again destroy all life on the earth. When the rainbow appears in the clouds, I will see it. Then I will remember the agreement that continues forever. It is between me and every living thing on the earth. So God said to Noah, the rainbow is a sign. It's a sign of the agreement that I made with all the living things on earth. So God sent the flood. He saved Noah. He gave Noah rules to live by. And he said, if you keep those rules, I won't flood. And he sent the rainbow as a sign, a symbol of that agreement. So let's think about what I would like you to do for your task. You're going to Purple Mash and find the to-do rules, RE, 4th of February. So I want you to think about remembering that God in the Noah story was trying to do away with evil in the world and make it a better place. For your task, I want you to think about how we can make our world a better place. What rules do you think are important and that make life better? What could we do to make the world a better place? What do we need to stop doing? What are rules that tell us what we need to stop doing? I want you to write and tell me using the to-do task. I look forward to seeing how you think we can make our world a better place.